Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time of day it is. Glad you're here. Having another Tiny Tuesday. So, let me get zoomed in a little bit here. Just a little. That should be good. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of a collage kind of situation today, I think. I was having a little thought, trying to figure out, what do we want to do today? And I'm not really sure, so we're gonna see where it goes. But I kind of have a little bit of an idea, so I'm gonna try and go with it. So I kind of think maybe one thing to start with is try and get some background on here. And I have some various things that I thought would kind of work, but I'm not exactly sure how it's gonna go. Now, are these the same height as this? Not quite, but that's okay. I think I'm going to take these two and kind of do something with them. So let's get that started. I'm going to basically cut these into strips, and this is sticker paper, but it is a bit on the translucent side, so I think this could be interesting. Just kind of split these two up and spread their images across the paper. So that's what I'm going to try and do. So let's hope that these cut nicely. That did. And there. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do to start with, is cut these friends into strips of varying widths. They're not going to be identical, but they'll be similar in width. So that's what I'm going to do first. Come on, friend. Finish cutting. There we go. And then we're just going to keep going here. Rabbit is out. Oh, biscuits. That was not a nice even cut. That's okay. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It will be fine. Smooth you out a little. I kind of want them to stay in their order, so let's hope I can do that. Let's make this one a little wider. One. Come on. You need to fit. Oh, don't do that. I think I need to change my blade. I think it's getting a bit dull. Now let's make this one about like so. Okay. I do think it's time to change the blade here. So I hope you guys are having a good day. Just realized I should have gotten my stamp ready to put the date on here, but that's all right. Okay, now let's get these in the proper order, because I want them to stay in the correct order as we do this. So get them lined up, I hope. I think that goes next, yes. Is this one here or there, or did it go up? Oh no, this one did go like, okay, well, biscuits. Okay, wider, so maybe it is this one. It's like putting a puzzle back together, because I was not super careful. This one went fine, right? Okay, so that one's good. So small, then that's the wider one. That should, maybe it's just because those, did it flip upside down? It did. There we go. That's better. That makes more sense. Now this friend. And then this friend. And this friend. Okay. Excellent. All right, now we're going to get these guys on here, and I'm wondering if they aren't going to need a little extra glue because these stickers are not the stickiest. So I might end up with the same issue that I had last time, which is there's going to be glue on the page. But I think we're just going to have to deal with it, and that's going to have to be the way it is. We will see what happens. This is going to be, it's getting trickier and trickier with how thick this book is, and I just don't have a fantastic way of keeping it open while I'm working on it because it's so kind of an awkward thickness. Okay, so this friend is going here like so, and then we're going to take this one like that. So I'm basically blending up two different kind of backgrounds. Maybe I did not need the glue. That's okay, we'll find out. These are going to be fiddly, these thin ones to pull off. I want this one all the way up to the top. Not quite like that. Okay, tweezers are going to be my friend. Tweezers. So this page is inspired by some of my nerdy friends. There we go. That we're all having a good time enjoying our hobby together a couple days ago. And inspiration can come in all kinds of ways. And because of the hobby that my friends and I are all in, I'm very inspired by them quite often. So that is what this is about. Oh, I want that down just a little more. Not quite. It's very difficult to work with these teeny tiny, slightly sticky things. Hopefully it will continue to want to stick to this. Now, I really wanted no gaps, but it's going to be fine. Sometimes the way we wish things to be is not always the greatest. Now I want to start a little bit on this side too, because I want both sides to be covered, like heavier on the outsides, if that makes sense. I'm going to try without glue on this side and see if it's going to stick really well. And it may, so we'll find out. All right. And I also kind of got this idea from working in my larger journal as well, because I have a large mixed media journal, like a really big one that I use a lot. And I was kind of working in that and throwing down some ideas. So So kind of a similar thought process on what I was going for. Yep, now I think I'm going to split these up and give them a little bit of space, maybe. Let's just try a really quick fitting just to see where we would be at. Okay, it's going to be close, so they might have to be pretty close together. So let's do one more on this side. Maybe we'll give just a tiny gap and go from there. See what happens. Because I do have another like little thing that I'm going to put over top of this too, or a couple things. So this is really about just collage today more than anything else. I guess I did not need the glue so far anyway. I may once I get to the other part, because that part is not stickers, it's paper, or at least one of them is paper. Okay, now you have a funny split. Like I said, my rabbit is out. His name is Pixie, and he is having fun chewing on his tunnel box that I have for him. Trying to get this where I cut it wrong here to lay down properly. Not perfect, but it's fine. Okay. Just a couple more here. Let's do you. Got two wider ones and one that's a little narrow, so we'll see what happens. We shall see what happens. Is that gonna fit in there? Ooh, be tight, but we can. Okay, let's do it. All right, sweet. Last one. Might be like, this is a little weird. Imagine if the paper was flatter. And that's the other thing. Whenever you're doing little tiny things like this, there are some constraints, especially when we start getting chunky, like this friend. Okay, now, I feel like we need some blendage of some in-betweens here. So what do we want to do? And I also, so I might do this really quick. I'm going to try and have this, use this as a frame. So I'm going to cut out the inside of this, and I'm thinking of trying to have it frame part of this. So let's see if we can make that happen. Okay. Carefully. Ooh. 2 sides, third side. Very carefully. There. And there. All right, save that for something else. Now, you guys. Yes. Okay, that's what I was hoping would happen. Perfect. I wanted that framed like that. Okay, so I know that's gonna work, which is excellent. I'm gonna have to trim down this edge just a teeny tiny bit. So let's do that really quick. I think it was about there. Okay. Let's see if we're still good. Oops, wrong way. This way. This way. Yes. Okay, excellent. Oh, can I cheat it more? I think I can. So, actually, I don't mind that kind of shadow. And I might ink it anyway. Ink it or use the Stabilo a little bit on that. So let's do that. Maybe. Okay, because this is paper, that's a sticker. Let's do something here. I have water soluble oil pastels, and as you can see, they are quite used. I like them very, very much. And I'm going to do this. I want a dark gray. Here's my gray. Let's start with that and see what we can get. So I want to, yeah, that might be good. So I'm going to start with some gray. And I might come back in and add a little bit more shading. We'll see. Let's take this off here. Oop. Okay, well, let's just do that then. Seeing we had a piece break off, we'll just go with it. So you can use these wet or dry. A lot of times I will use them dry and then blend with water. And in fact, I might do that a little bit first here too. Zoomer Boomer down here. I don't know if you guys can hear him zooming around. My rabbit. Zoomy zoomies. Zoomy zoomies. Yes, might be better. Do it this way. And then we'll come back in. Yeah, much better. I like that better. It kind of helps blend the two kind of images together too, which I think is kind of nice. This needs a little darker up here. And get in here just a titch. Doot, 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 doot. Okay, I do quite like that. Let's get this side a little. Yep, having that glue issue again. Shouldn't have put glue there. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, I really like that actually. And now you can't really see the images themselves. They kind of blend together, but you can still see them. If that, yeah. So you can see like, oh, what is that? Clouds, a mountain, something? Perfect. Okay. All right, let's get, this might be a little bit big now that I'm looking at it. Maybe we can frame it, do this, and then cut off the bottom some. Let's see. So I don't need all of that, but I need it to about, I want it to about right there. Okay, let's see. Let's just cut our image to the way we wish it to be, and maybe we can make our frame the way we wish it to be as well. So I'm going to trim down more excess. And maybe we won't use the frame. I haven't decided, but we don't need all of this. But I do want to get like the top edge of the table. I also want it to be fairly straight. Could we instead, could we tear it then? Okay. You know what? We're doing it. It's happening. We're going sans frame, and we are just going to try to very carefully not lose what we worked for. Okay, I actually kind of like that, but now that's like that. So we need, I feel like we need like something behind it though. Darker. Nope, not that. Let's do, okay, that's better. Yeah. All right. See. Yep. Okay. So that's got to dry just for a titch here. Put you here back in the box. Let's see. There. All right. So you just never know sometimes where things are going to go and what's going to work out the best. And you just kind of got to be free enough to go with it. If something's not working, sometimes you can't force it. And it has to just kind of be a little more organic, if that makes sense. So I'm just kind of blending this a little bit into the edge of the paper. Like so. I like that. Now, do I want to put anything else? I was kind of thinking of the little star on the other side. This one. But I don't know if it needs that. Could always cut it out and put it in and see what happens. This is sticker, so I'm just going to cut this out really fast as well. Because we can always take it off if we don't like it. But we like it. So I'm going to do one more thing. Okay. Kind of like maybe some dark clouds or something. I dig it. Okay. Let it go. Let it dry. Get your stamp out. Whatever day it is, the 15th today. Stamp our friend here. Where do we want to put our stamp? Let's do one more. Maybe not upside down. Maybe hit the entire page. Jeez Louise, Nance. Okay, well, it's on there enough. Wowzers. Okay, there we go. Let me bring it closer to show you guys. Go from there. I hope you like this. Sometimes it's not, even if you don't like how my piece is, at least you can get like an idea of something and how to do a thing. So there you go. Kind of an interesting collage. And I'll read this in case you want to know what it says. It says, "We can talk over sops and wine and drink to our next merry meet." There's like a fairy and a guy. She's pouring him wine. So I thought that was fun. We can talk over sops and what does it say? Yeah, sops and wine and drink to our next merry meet. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. And art with your heart. You have a great day. Bye.